It's like hitting a fly with a sledgehammer. That's how a federal judge is describing the Department of Government Efficiency's approach to identifying fraud at the Social Security Administration. She has now blocked Elon Musk's Doge from having unlimited access to the agency's sensitive data. NBC's Garrett Hake is live at the White House. What else did the judge have to say, Garrett?
Well, Chris, this is a temporary block, but the judge kept it in place because she believes this effort to keep Doge out of these systems is likely to prevail. She says that the government's handling of itself inside the Social Security agency is capricious and arbitrary and likely in violation of the law. She also goes farther and says that the Doge team is essentially engaged in a fishing expedition at the SSA in search of a fraud epidemic based on little more than suspicion. It has launched a search for the proverbial needle in the haystack without any concrete knowledge that the needle is actually in the haystack. Chris, as a professional communicator, I'm jealous of this judge's aptitude with metaphor here. But
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
The point she makes across this written order is quite clear, that Doge has gone too far and that by simply coming in and saying they are looking for waste, fraud, and abuse, it does not give them the sort of legal check of the box that they need to actually get into these sensitive systems and start rooting around. So we certainly haven't heard the last of this. The government is certainly going to appeal. The president's made his disdain for these district court rulings quite clear. But for now, this judge has also spoken quite clearly. Doge cannot continue in this manner at the Social Security Administration.
Clearly and colorfully and admiringly from you and I. Garrett Hake, thank you. Brand new data shows Tesla owners are now trading in their cars at record levels. At the same time, you may know that we've seen a growing number of violent attacks and vandalism of Tesla vehicles across the country, leading Attorney General Pam Bondi to label it nothing short of domestic terrorism. CNBC's Phil LeBeau is reporting on this for us. I know, Phil, that Tesla's stock price has dropped hard. What does this mean for Elon Musk and his company?
Well, look, some look at this and say this is a rough patch, that you have fewer vehicles being delivered because they're changing over in the model year for their most popular vehicle worldwide. And that's why we've seen sales go down in China and in Europe. We get the first quarter deliveries in the United States. We'll get a better sense of that early next month, Chris. But in terms of Tesla owners, this is new data from Edmunds looking at trade-ins of vehicles, not just Teslas, but all vehicles in the first 15 days of March. And what they found was that those who have a Tesla 2000 model year, 2017 model year and newer traded in those Teslas 1.4% of the time, compared with March of last year when the trade-ins were 0.4%. Now, the skeptics will look at this and say, all right, 0.4% up to 1.4%. It's not a huge change. And we don't know how many of these people traded in to buy another Tesla, which is possible. Or maybe they bought another electric vehicle. Whatever the reason is, it's clear between this, the anecdotal reports that we've heard around the country of people who are not happy being seen driving a Tesla or deciding to trade in their Tesla. This is one of those periods that we've never seen before with Tesla. This has long been a company where their vehicles have been widely regarded as the best and as the vehicle that people want when it comes to electric vehicles. Now, the data is showing that there are a lot of people thinking twice.
Phil LeBeau, I know you'll continue to follow it. Thank you so much for that. So for astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams, delays don't pay. Turns out that standard procedure at NASA is that astronauts receive their regular 40-hour workweek salaries when they're aboard the International Space Station. No overtime, no holiday pay. But they are eligible for one bonus, $5 a day for incidentals. So if you do the math, 286 days in space, $5 a day, that means an extra $1,430 for Butch and Sunny. President Trump now suggesting he'll try to make up for that.
If I have to, I'll pay it out of my own pocket, okay? I'll get it for her. I'll take care of that. I like that. I think that's... I'll pay it right out of my... Is that all? That's not a lot.
We'll update you to see if Butch and Sunny get that presidential payout.